Crypto DLT with MrConectr. Be sure to subscribe. Hit the notification bell for daily content. Let's go.
It's MrConectr and my sidekick, Miko. Say hello, Miko.
Hello once again, MrConectr. Always happy to be your sidekick.
All right, let's get into today's market intelligence report. We've got a bullish signal coming out. We've got Near protocol on the Conectr coins up 14%. Don't forget, Near is helping to obfuscate your command prompts, because guys, when you put prompts into these AI agents, you might be giving away your data, your private information. So if you want to avoid that, you need to build your own local LLM model, or let's see what Near protocol presents us to help us with this privacy issue. What do you think about that, Miko?
Yeah, it's a big deal. Privacy is always huge when you're working with AI. So if Near's got a solution to help keep your prompts private, it might save folks a lot of headaches down the road.
All right, let's check in on the geopolitical and macro. We've got escalation signals still out of U.S. and Israel at war with Iran. This is day 83 of this war here. We've got Russia-Ukraine war still going on. Sudan, the civil war in Sudan, and Pakistan, Afghanistan conflict. Still lots of conflict in the world. How does that affect markets, Miko?
Well, when you got that level of geopolitical tension across so many regions, it definitely injects a lot of uncertainty into the markets.
All right, we've got crypto at $2.57 trillion and the Bitcoin dominance at 60.60%. Not much going on at the Fed. They did have an enforcement action of a Commerce Bank employee. But let's get to the stock market right quick. We'd like to take a look at the market intelligence, the intelligence report for the crossover between traditional finance and crypto convergence. We've got the DTCC and Ripple Prime collaboration confirmed that the intelligence report is saying XRP settlement engine goes live July 2026 with full production in October 2026. This is from source my buddy Chad Steingraber on X. So what's up, Chad? Stablecoins crossed 323 billion market cap last year. $323 billion for stablecoins, up from $160 billion 2 years ago. They are definitely trending. Tether buys out SoftBank stake in Bitcoin treasury from 21 Capital. Regulatory developments. Let's look at the CFTC right quick. Press conference today. National Hockey League spin up modes of understanding related to the integrity of professional hockey. Okay. FTCC is on them. That's probably the prediction markets. We'll get to that section in just a second. Regulatory developments. We've got still, we are on prediction markets, actually. They're under congressional fire, though, for this Clarity Act that's going on. Congress is considering a ban on crypto prediction markets over the national security concerns after polymarket manipulation allegations. There were some government or military officials, I'm not sure, that were placing bets on polymarket, it turns out. What do you think about that, Miko?
Yeah, that's definitely a hot topic. I mean, when you bring prediction markets into the mix, especially with military or government folks potentially placing bets, you're going to see Congress stepping in.
All right, I didn't realize my screen was off. Let me fix that right quick. Just getting set up here. And we're just taking a quick look at silver, $76.62 for silver. What's your outlook on silver price, Miko?
Well, silver's always an interesting one to watch. It's a bit of a safe haven, and it tends to move with inflation concerns and industrial demand.
All right, on the Intel report, DeFi and RWA tokenization. Clear token is a negative 48% as Everclear winds down Protocol Foundation and Labs. Ooh, that's a tough one.
Yeah, that's a real hit for Clear Token. I mean, when a major protocol foundation starts winding down, it definitely sends shockwaves through the space.
All right, and we've got DeFi depositors still missing after a $10 billion digital bank run from Bloomberg. Is that related to the Clear token, Miko?
It's definitely all part of the same storm. When you have a big DeFi protocol winded down and a major digital bank run, those kinds of events absolutely connect.
All right, we got to the AI and blockchain sector of the market intel report. Trump's AI and cybersecurity executive order reportedly postponed after he hated the draft and viewed it as a blocker to U.S. AI leadership. What do you think about Trump's vision with AI, Nimiko?
Well, it sounds like he's really looking for a path that keeps the U.S. at the forefront. So if he thinks the draft is the blocker, I guess he wants to tweak it until it's more of a runway than a roadblock.
All right, we've got a risk opportunity analysis on the market intel report. Institutional tokenization, DTCC, and Ripple and stablecoin growth represent structural multi-year tailwinds. Risk, Bitcoin, ETFs. So that first part was opportunity about the Ripple story, and now risk, Bitcoin ETF selling pressure on recoveries and potential prediction market crackdown could create short-term volatility. Recommendations, short-term, monitor U.S.-Iran deal confirmation and Bitcoin ETF reversals. What do you know about these Bitcoin ETF flows, Miko?
Yeah, so Bitcoin ETFs have been a bit of a roller coaster lately. We've seen inflows and outflows swinging pretty sharply. So, yeah, that can definitely add to some short-term volatility.
All right, short-term recommendations from the Intel report. Monitor these. We just went over this, actually, U.S., Iran. I'm just reading through the Intel report, guys. Midterm, though. And after we're going to keep monitoring for Iran deal and these ETF flow reversals, but the midterm recommendation position for July 2026 DTCC Ripple Prime production launch on the XRP ledger. What do you know about that DTCC Ripple Prime collaboration, Miko?
Yeah, so that DTCC Ripple partnership is definitely a big midterm play. It's all about bringing tokenized assets into a more traditional clearing framework, so should be pretty interesting.
All right, long-term play. Stablecoin infrastructure and RWA tokenization remain core secular themes. Okay, let's get to the risk warnings. Prediction markets face potential congressional ban. We covered that earlier. They are really pushing that on the Intel report today. Be careful always with the prediction markets. We may get the crackdown on the congressional crackdown on that. Ethereum, another risk. Ethereum core contributor exodus, accelerating identity crisis. Bitcoin's dependence on concentration buyers, MicroStrategy, and Sailor increase systemic fragility. Key metrics to watch: Bitcoin ETF daily flows, stablecoin market cap trajectory, DTCC Ripple Prime integration milestones, polymarket regulatory developments. So there you go, guys. There is your March 21st, 2026 market intelligence report from MrConectr and Miko. Tell everybody goodbye, Miko.
All right, you got it. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. It's been a blast. Talk soon.